time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Seahawks and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night primetime.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And
one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, St. Clair. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, St. Clair. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off of play action, here's Lance. It's complete. It's Gore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now they'll run it on the toss, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now a give right side. St. Clair. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Here's Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 yards to go, second down. Up the middle they go. St. Clair. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. And Lance going to throw. That's caught by Howard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. They'll run on first down. St. Clair, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lance. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Fighting through it, he's got space.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back to Walker on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! DK Metcalf.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Throwing now is Lance. That is caught by Lamb.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Now Lance again.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. St. Clair. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
On first down, St. Clair. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back to throw. Lance. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
Looking to throw. Lance. And he's got it. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Play action. It's Herbert.
That is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now it's Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Now a 2nd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Up the middle they go. St. Clair. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Back to throw here, Herbert. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Herbert now. Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down. Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
A 67-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the New York Jets who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Here's Lance. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And going right back to Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And Lance going to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll run on first. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. He completes this to Walker. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Lance to throw it. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. St. Clair, give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now here come the Cowboys. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the gun on third down. Herbert. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a play fake. Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Herbert off of play action. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, St. Clair. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Micah Parsons. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And Walker has it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Walker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well. As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
2nd and 5.
Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 4th down, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair, after getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is absolutely perfect, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Herbert now.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair, 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.